welcome back to the Jollymun Podcast. I believe this is episode 34. It is a Saturday today, which is not usually a day I record, and it's the 15th of August. We're going to have a lovely time here. I know we are. It's slightly rainy, but it's no longer super hot. And the reason I wasn't recording and releasing podcasts earlier in the week is because it was actually too hot. It completely ruined me. I don't know what happened. My body ceased to function. I would in the night. Though yeah, the issue was, first of all, I was working every day this week, but also in the heat, for some reason, whenever I would sleep, I would sort of half sleep, meaning that, for example, I'd wake up and I would have put all my bedding in the washing machine because I knew that in the morning I wanted to put a wash on. See, that's quite strange, and that probably meant I wasn't sleeping all that well. I woke up and my duvet was gone. I was like, what the fuck's my duvet? Not that I was using it, because of course it was too hot. But then I went downstairs I went and it was in the wash basket. It kind of helped myself out. Because the thing about doing tidying and everything is that you don't really want to do it. So it's best to do it when you're kind of subconscious and unconscious, and you don't even know that you're doing it. It's actually quite a gift, really. Imagine waking up and you cook yourself breakfast in the night. It'd be a great feeling. Also, the breakfast would be cold. But yeah, that happened once, and that kind of puts you off the day. You're already like, okay, Alfie, look, maybe I don't have, what's it called? I don't have freedom of choice after all. You know, if I can put my duvet cover in the wash basket without even noticing, maybe my freedom of will, bit of a myth really. Because then all I'm going to do is wake up and do the same things. But then if I could have done them when I was asleep, then maybe someone's just pressing, God's up there pressing all the Alfie then goes and tidies his room button. And then, okay, Alfie, let's make Alfie go and put the toast in the toaster. And he presses that button. Maybe it's a slightly negative outlook. It's also in the morning, so I think my voice might be a little bit strange. I haven't done much talking this morning. So, you know, I'm just practicing my talking for the day. Everyone has to do that. The first conversation you have of the day, you're just warming up, you're just practicing. Yeah, that's how you say that word, that's how you say that word, that's how you think about sentences. And this keeps happening on the topic of sleeping. This happened today and it happened during the week. I have a picture next to my bed, but I'd say it's like a board really. It's like it's a picture of like 12 ducks, but it's all cartoony. It's like pop art. I've had it since I was very young, and it's on like quite a thick, maybe like a 2 centimeters, a centimeter thick board, and it looks nice. Anyway, it's very near my bed. In fact, it's literally, my bed's up against the wall, and it's on the wall in line with where I sleep. And I keep waking. I woke up last week, and I'd like taken it off the wall, and I'd laid it down next to me. These ducks. A little bit strange. I don't know. Maybe in the night I'm just having problems. Maybe I open my eyes briefly for a moment and I just see a duck and I'm like, oh god, can't. This is really intimidating. I thought I was in a pond for a moment, even though this duck is bright orange on a blue background. And then in the night I was like, no, I can't be having these duck-induced nightmares. I'm gonna lay this down flat beside me. Bit odd, but also odd waking up next to 12 ducks. And then I did it again last night, except this time I put it on the floor. For some reason, I put the ducks on the floor. You wake up and your room just looks like you've been robbed, burgled. It's still fine, still good. But yeah, so but I do apologise for not getting the podcast out on time. I think that is a really negative thing to do. I've got this all kinds of these I've got this idea now where every day before I get to bed I'm going to write down on just a post-it note or whatever what I need to do tomorrow, and a little quote from someone that makes me want to work harder. Today it was something like excellence is a habit, not an act. So you just be really consistent, and then yeah, something like that. Because I was going to record this podcast on like Wednesday or Thursday, and I've written down biscuits. That's a little topic, but I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Biscuits. No, that says biscuits. Sorry, I mean, it turns out it looks like my biscuit joke has expired. And I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. have I had any eventful biscuit events? Not really, no, to be honest. Not really. Yeah. But it was my results day this week for my A-levels, which is, what a day. Well, imagine not doing work for 6 months and then getting given a piece of paper saying, oh, this is what, like, not what you would have got, but, like, not, it's kind of, these grades are like what school's kind of going, well, the government's kind of saying, well, these are grades that you were, like, look, we've given you these grades, and what we've done is, because of the school you went to, don't worry, this happened all across the board, only at the schools that are bad, this happened, but all across the board this happened, everyone, but only at the bad schools, but it's still everywhere. Not the pro. Anyway, not just about everywhere. It happened across the board. We've given you shite grades. That's what we've done. We've just shot you in the back of the academic brain. But no, you can't appeal yet. You can't appeal your grades yet because we don't know how you're going to do that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do it in a week's time when people who want to appeal grades don't, but aren't really too passionate, won't. And then that means we don't have to work as hard. And then it means that people get the worst grades and they have their whole life with these bad grades that we gave them. I mean, it's just kind of bullshit, really. But how can you release grades without having an appeal system built in and have good intentions? I don't believe that's possible. I'm sorry. I don't believe that's possible. But nonetheless, it was a very funny day. You kind of wait. It was first of all, we got there at 7 o'clock in the morning. Got handed this envelope. Got given a mug with like pictures of teachers' faces on it, which is quite really funny. There's a couple of teachers which I was like, oh, if these aren't on it, then this mug's basically just worth its weight in porcelain. But it's fine. And then you get the grades and. We walk through and here's Alfie, here's a little envelope, thank you. You open the envelope and there's 3 letters. And then you look at these 3 letters and they look back at you and you think, those are a little bit lower than I thought. That's a bit unfair, to be honest. But you're like, it's fine, it's just 3 letters. Because you're so far, you didn't do them, you didn't do the A-levels. Everything, all the work you've done is so far away, you're just kind of like, okay. And then it dawns on you that, wait a moment, these grades wouldn't get me into anything that I've applied to, and this is what I got in my A-levels, in theory, and in the government's opinion, in the opinion of the people who have never met me, who have never seen my work, who have literally no experience of my academic rigor and passions. That's what they think. These are the grades they think I got. Okay, fair enough. It's alright. If that's the system, I suppose that's what we deal with. No. What we're going to do is we're not going to listen to the teachers who spent 2 years with Alfie. We're not going to listen to the establishment which has known Alfie for 7 years and known all his hard work and know that sometimes he likes to have a laugh but he works very, very hard, and actually his grades he was on a really good path. He was. What we're going to do is we're going to actually ignore a lot of what those people are saying because that's the government. We've looked at the postcode of where his school is, and actually, well, we sort of feel that we don't. It's not really about him, really, but let's just bring his grades down. Yeah, come on. It's a bad school. No way Alfie would have done well. Come on, no way. He only got really good grades at GCSEs at his subjects. Oh no, he wouldn't have done well. Hoo. But yeah, on the day it's actually really funny. You kind of walk in, some people are like shaking, and their parents like patting in the back, being like, it's okay, it's been a screw up, and then the teachers don't know what to do because they literally just try their best to give people accurate grades, and then the government's gone nope. So they're kind of standing around, hands tucked behind their backs, kind of leaning forward, being like, yeah, and they can't tell you what grades they gave you because it literally makes no fucking sense. And then everyone's just standing around, and people are like trying to log into UCAS, trying to see which is like the website where you find out university offers. They're like looking at it, and then UCAS, despite having 9 months, in fact, how many years has UCAS been open? How many years have they done this? They still ineffective in getting enough whatever internet space, internet muscle power necessary for people to log into UCAS on the only day of the year that they're going to get trampled, and they still didn't think, actually, maybe we should, give these people a chance to log in so then they can find out what university offers and then start calling universities. But it's all fun and games, really. It's all fun and games. I got into Sheffield University. My grades didn't get me into it, but they accepted me anyway, because I suppose they were like, wait, there's no way this guy went down so much from what he was predicted and his AS grades. I don't know. But yeah, it's just really quite amusing, really. You have and then the photographers are trying to find this like really positive storyline, and like trying to find pictures of the kids smiling, and the kids are like looking at their envelopes, but trying to, so then we can pretend like it was all okay on the news. And but of course, that's what I don't understand. You could have anyone opening their envelope and smiling. This is why it's also such a fallacy. Is you could have a kid who's got 4 E's and was expecting 3 A's, which is actually too extreme. That's not realistic. And they could be like smiling, and the photographer can get the sun in the background, and the kid's quite good looking and is dressing quite nicely. Snap. Students across the country have been exalted by the government, and they've had fantastic grades. No, it's fine. I'm still I'm still looking at this biscuits. This word biscuits is looking up at me. What jokes? What kind of story happened with me and biscuits? Biscuits. I don't know. I didn't even eat a pack of biscuits during the week. Maybe it was, it's so hot my biscuit broke. Haha. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And also you get to see all your people, the little pals that you had when you were at school, you hadn't seen for 6 months. One of my very close pals. This is one of those people who I can not talk to for a while, and then when I talk to him, we just have a great time. So I just sat down, had a chat with him for a couple hours. That was really nice. That was really, really nice. So yeah, it's all gonna be okay. And it's cooled down now. It's all cloudy, but that's okay. And the world is going to keep on spinning just a moment longer. Just a moment longer, and then it's going to stop. But in this very long moment we have to live, everything's going to be okay. Am I right? I think I'm right. Biscuits. What the Lord hell biscuits? Yeah. And I think I'm going to end the podcast here. It's quite a short one. It's just because this week has been a real bit crazy for me, so I haven't really had the time to. Nothing's really happened other than getting results and putting pints. But nonetheless, it was very enjoyable to have you here, and I hope you enjoyed the podcast and have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye.